Hello YouTube, Ether here back, another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over a neat little figure. I got him from Dragon Con 2015, and it is the SH Monsterarts Little Godzilla from Bandai Japan and Tamashii Nations. Yeah, I got him for about 40 bucks. Decent price, I have to say. And I do like the little guy. Probably the weakest monster art I have, and by weakest I mean worst. But it's, I don't want to say it's his fault. It's a little complicated. You'll see as we go along in the review. Here is little Godzilla himself. Obviously, detail and paint, just perfect, beautiful all around. As you expect from SH Monsterarts, wonderful detail in the eyes. The green looks real good. He's got his chest here, his little feet, even detailed and painted on the bottom. Very nice. Tail, his little bubbly looking spines, you know, looks just like little Godzilla, so that's great. Huh. And then the thing, and then I'm a little disappointed with his articulation, but it's actually a little bit justified because of his stocky body and stuff. It's like, as you can see, his mouth opens and closes. You can't turn his head, which I'm a little disappointed with, honestly. Couldn't give us a swivel here or something? Nothing. That's a bit of a problem, actually. No articulation there. You got this kind of bend there. It's a little squeaky. You know, and the arms forward and back. The arms are kind of little, so whoops. So, you know, their articulation I think is pretty justified. I think they're actually done pretty well. Boop, pop that hand right back in there. See how it moves around. Boop, 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 boop. But yeah, that's that. You can also do a little bit of side to side on this joint. The legs don't go in and out so much, but they do a little bit. Forward and back's actually really good. So you can get them in kind of like a little dancing pose, a little cute dancing pose. Knee bend. That's about as good as you could get on a stocky little leg like this. You know, you got your ankle pivot up and down on the foot, just all kinds of articulation. The tail was a little worse than I expected, but I've gotten over it, honestly. The swivel here is good, but there's no segmenting here. Honestly, it's just so small that it wouldn't really move much anyway, so I'm not upset about that. But I would have liked some articulation up here, maybe. You know, just a little bit right in here, so he could turn his head. I love turning characters' heads, and I can't turn his head. But at least we get that jaw, you know? Loving that jaw. I love jaw articulation on Kaiju. But, yeah, you know, he's just a really, really neat little figure. He's a little... And here's little Godzilla in a little crystal prison, as you can see. It works better if you sit him down, but, you know, I do what I want. He comes with multiple big crystals, as you can see. 2 smaller ones, 2 larger ones. Very, very cool. You also get some Tamashii stand parts to put them on, which is nice. You know, Tamashii stands, always good to have. But yeah, so they just kind of plug right in where you would plug the arms for other stands, you know, which works out pretty well, I have to say. And they do articulate just like that, and they have very good detail on them, very crystalline looking, honestly. They are quite nice. Here are the stands. And they also have connectors, as you see these little round parts right here. It came with connectors where you can snap those together so they don't pull apart. But I didn't bother putting them on. Because I know I'm going to put these all right back in the box anyways, and I got mine to just stay by each other just fine. So yeah, you can move these all about, put them off to the side, have them with Space Godzilla if you want. So yeah, they work out quite well. They're very nice crystals. And now we're going to do some size comparisons. First up, we have them with some other SH Monsterarts figures. Here on the left, we have Space Godzilla, who he appears in the same film as, and here on the right, Godzilla Jr., who he eventually becomes, if you can actually believe that. But, yeah, you know, I think he looks great next to them. If you want to see him with another actual Godzilla, you know, boom, here's Burning Godzilla, first release. And so that's how he scales up with them. And honestly, he's a nice little scale. You know, he's a little Godzilla, and he is little. So there you go. And here's with some super articulated NECA Godzilla figures. Here on the left, we have the 1994 Godzilla, who he goes with. And here on the right, the N.E.C.A Godzilla, who I also got at Dragon Con 2015. But yeah, I think he scales great with them as well. And here's with some figures that aren't super articulated. First up, a Japanese figure here on the left is the Final Wars 25th Anniversary Anguirus. Or something like that. Oh no, 50th Anniversary Anguirus. I don't know why I said 25th. But it's 50th Anniversary Anguirus. And here on the right, the Fusion Mechagodzilla from Bandai Creations, an American figure. And I think he scales up great with them as well. He just looks real nice with your other 6-inch kaiju figures. And here's little Godzilla with something a bit out of his scale. It is the NECA Hong Kong Brawl Gypsy Danger. Honestly, I think you could work it. I think you could work it, but at the same time, that's like really small. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to leave it up to you guys. I don't really have access to my Pacific Rim Kaiju right now, because they're all kind of put back a ways. But, you know, if you have any, they're just way bigger than the Jaegers, so he'll be really tiny compared to the Pacific Rim Kaiju. So I'd say maybe stick with the 6-inch Godzilla, Gamera, and Ultraman stuff, because I don't think the Pacific Rim stuff really works too well. He doesn't look too bad with the Jaegers, but I still don't really prefer it. I'm not down with this totally. And lastly, of course, here's little Godzilla with some Ultraman. These are two of my favorite Ultraman figures. Here on the left, we have Ultraman Noah from the Ultra Hero series, and here on the right, we have Ultraman Max from the Ultra Act line. And I think he'll work just fine with both of them. So he's going to scale well with your Ultraman as well, which is really good. So 6-inch scale kaiju figures, this guy's going to go great with. Some Robotech stuff might be too small, like the Gigan and stuff, but you could probably work him with the Baragon for sure. So, yeah, you know, he's a good little figure. I know he's small, and for the price that might seem bad, but he's accurate. So, it's one of my final thoughts on the SH Monsterarts Little Godzilla from Bandai American Tamashii Nations. Well, honestly, I'm going to give him 4 out of 5 stars, because it's hard to find a little Godzilla that scales as well as he does. 40's not that bad. Honestly, I would not pay more than that unless you're just like a huge little Godzilla fan. I only got him because I saw him for 40 and I was like, hey, that's pretty good. I'm going to snag him up. I don't know what he is online, but I figured, what the hey, it's a convention. I deserve a little souvenir. But his articulation's not bad. I could have used more on the head. Tail, you know, I explained that away. That's fine. He comes with the dope crystal accessories, which can be used for him or Space Godzilla, which is really cool. And he just kind of completes the whole Space Godzilla lineup. The only one I don't have from that movie is Mogera. Technically, I don't have the Monsterarts 94 Godzilla, but I have the NECA, so I don't really feel like I need it. But yeah, this guy's just a cool little figure. If you really like little Godzilla, just kaiju in general, he's nice. Just don't pay too much for him. Just don't pay too much for him. Yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you all so much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, other channels. We have a Godzilla parody series called Godzilla and Gigan on this channel, and then 2 spin-offs on the other channel, B3 Productions, called Ask Godzilla and Gigan, or Ask G&G, and also Ultra Kaiju Brothers, starring Ultraman and Rodan. So, yeah, check those out if you'd like, and just that's all. Thank you so much. Got more kaiju reviews coming up, and reviews of other, you know, fandoms and franchises as well. So that's it. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all later.